Dream Team Podcast.
This is the second over the phone episode.
Allah Akbar.
I am aware of that.
Allah Akbar.
Just had a notification. I just got an Instagram notification on my iPhone. Hello, Darren Charters 44, podcast team 15 started a live video.
Now this is something called FaceTime, all you stupid, silly Android users won't understand. That was a joke. I
Good.
prefer Android.
So do I.
Yes. They don't get as hot. My phone is hurting the back of my hand.
We're trying, yeah.
I invited YouTube to our live.
Huh?
I invited YouTube to our live.
YouTube doesn't have an Instagram account. YouTube has a YouTube account.
They have an Instagram account.
No, they have a Twitter account.
They also have a TikTok account.
Susan Wojcicki has a YouTube account. The owner of YouTube, actually.
Yeah.
She has a shorts account. I stumbled across it. She made a nice special video for Mr. Beast because you know he's got his red diamond play button now.
Who has it?
Mr. Beast has
Yes.
his red diamond play button. He's reached 100 million subs.
He got it early. He got his diamond play button early before we reached 100 million.
Yeah, but Susan made a video. And I found her channel, so I subscribed to it. I had to check, was it the real channel first? Or was it someone who got the name before Susan got the name because she's the CEO? Stuck in a cave. I'm gonna go get some clothes quickly. I will be back.
I'm gonna invite Dan TDM to my live. I can't find Stampy's official Instagram account. That sucks. Been It's almost been 2 months since we lost Technoblade.
Yes! Yes, Darren?
It's almost been 2 months since we lost Technoblade.
Oh, yes. I forgot he's dead.
R.I.P. legend. Eh?
I don't know how I forgot Technoblade died.
Because he hasn't been uploading?
I was watching a new video from him last night.
What?
Yeah.
Now, his most recent video was So Long Nerds, which is what his dad done. Right? You've disappeared. Are you aware of that? Are you dead? I'm just gonna spam invite him. That's good. This is just the awkward silence. No one will ever know where Wyatt disappeared to. Will we ever see him again? Will we ever hear from him again? Will we ever know about him ever again? That is my question. They're my questions. They are all of my questions. Will we ever smell of him again? Oh, never mind, he's not dead.
Oh, you're right, Aaron.
I definitely just wasn't making up questions about you being dead. I definitely was not.
Chat, tell me. Has anybody viewed our podcast yet?
They've been getting views on Instagram, they ain't been getting no views on YouTube.
Well, random people have just been finding them on Instagram.
I don't know if it's random people or if it's just our followers. I mean, yeah, it is random people because random people follow the account.
Wait, we have random people following the account? I'm going out, love you.
We got 5 followers. And,
Wait,
2 of them are random people.
Don't do it whilst I'm here.
5 followers are you, my sister, someone called JVMESHD, and some other guy
So some
called...
random.
And then DJ Marlon, whoever the F that is, and me.
DJ Khaled.
So Wyatt has now left his house, he's abandoning his parents and he's never going home.
I live on the streets, baby. La da da da. That was a hotel. I have my shit. They kicked me out 2 nights ago. That is true. Help me.
That's not true.
They
I
kicked
was
me out
being
2 nights
stupid.
ago.
Then why was you in the house earlier then?
That wasn't my house. That was a hotel room. That was a hotel.
You told the hotel owners that you love them.
Yeah, well, I am. Do you know why?
Why? And also, Wyatt ain't the only one with long hair.
What?
Wyatt?
I'm doing you one.
You see that? It just showed a triangle. It means he must be dead. Oh wait, no, he's alive.
No, for you it should be a triangle. Oh.
I wanna
I'm successful.
on YouTube, if it allows you to comment if you like One Direction or not. I done a mistake last night to allow my granddad to be the podcast.
Did you upload that podcast?
I did upload it, unfortunately.
Unupload it.
No, it's funny, but it was a pain in the butt.
Turn back time and unupload it instead of delete it.
Luckily his mate Keith phoned him up so I could get away from him.
What was
And
that?
I filmed the final 10 minutes of the podcast by myself in the kitchen.
You know, when you go up, actually give me a text, I'll hop out my fucking back window and come to you. You know that. You should have just asked me, because for the final 10 minutes of the podcast, I would have been there. Simply doing what I'm about to do now.
I had too much I didn't have enough energy. I couldn't understand. I didn't even know what I was talking about.
No. Yeah. Where is this? Where do you think I am?
Are you on the backfield?
No. I am on your house roof.
No, you are not.
I'm on your house roof.
No, you're not.
This is me spinning. You got a high view from everywhere. Look,
This dude's a weirdo.
that's the reason you can't see no houses. I'm on top of them. Well, yours.
I don't know if Wyatt's ever gonna film solo podcasts without me, but I've done a couple podcasts without him, so feel free to film one without me.
Yeah.
That was weird. If you break that phone, I won't have no one to talk. You won't be able to speak to me if you break that phone.
I won't. I caught it.
You still I assume that's my great nan ringing up my nan, because she's the only person who ever rings the house phone. Oh, triangle, he's dead. He's dead. It's showing an error triangle, he's dead. Well, Wyatt died. That's the end of this podcast. Goodbye. I'm gonna bring him. I'm pranking him. I'm gonna tell him I ended it. I can't get hold of him. I look like a flipping cartoon character. He's not answering me. Why is he not answering me? Wyatt. 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 Answer me, Wyatt. No caller ID.
Darren?
Turn your caller ID on.
No, listen, do you know how it wouldn't let me call your number? It's because it was missing the +44.
Oh my god.
Your number was missing the +44.
Why are you ringing me on no caller ID?
I forgot to change it last time I rang someone. Prank calls. Answer the FaceTime.
I just tried to FaceTime you.
Nothing's coming through. I have signal. I'm at Backfield Park.
Just prank him. Answer your FaceTime. Answer my FaceTime! He's not answering. Why not that bloody answer my FaceTime? My phone's warming up. Call Wyatt S7.
Calling Wyatt S7 mobile.
Oh. Yo.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
me neither. I'm gonna add a call.
Anyway, I kind of ended the podcast. What? What? Flipping no caller ID.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I kind of ended the podcast.
Goodbye, guys.
I ended it already.
Shit. I like that. It's like Minecraft. I like it out of life. Isn't it?
No, I'm just kidding. Podcast is still on.
Hi, guys. Bye. At the old Dan TDM outro to it.
Nah.
Yeah, on YouTube. The old one. Do you know the one when he used to be called the Diamond Minecart?
Yeah, I only do that on my channel. My silent YouTuber channel.
Well, you only had the Dan TDM one there.
Yeah.
Add it onto this one.
I will, but not for the podcast.
No, add it on the podcast to see it at the end, but change it so it says the Dream Team.
No, I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, the Dream Team. But the thing doesn't say it on the top. It instead of the Diamond Minecart, it says the silent YouTuber / the Dream Team. I'm Dr. Trioris.
Anyway, I'm only going to be live for 12 more minutes.
What?
Actually, screw it, let's do an hour's on podcast instead of half hour.
Wait, we've been on call half hour.
No, we've been live for 18 minutes.
So we've been on call in total 18 minutes.
No, we've been live for 18 minutes.
Yeah, on call
Oh, yeah.
also for a total of 18 minutes because of the FaceTime.
Well, 19 now.
Yeah, okay. Working harder makes us better. Working harder makes us better. With better makes us stronger. Is the FaceTime coming in?
No.
Oh. Trying to FaceTime you. And guys, this is why we prefer Android.
Yes.
And he's filming on an Android.
Yes. Have you got WhatsApp?
Yes, I have. I'm logged in to my WhatsApp and I have WhatsApp on this phone. That's the first thing I did. I updated WhatsApp and re-logged in.
Alright, I'll FaceTime you on WhatsApp.
FaceTime me on WhatsApp.
Yo, what?
Oh, why did I get a text just in case this isn't you get a security alert from you?
Because I signed into your account again, and you signed into your account, got a security alert, and forgot it was you signing in.
I updated my password and stuff. I got it was me.
So I didn't want to sign into your account just for you to change your password because you got a security alert.
Yeah, because I thought someone was hacking into my account, even though I have 2FA. You
Just
know, if it's a trusted device, you don't need that 2FA code.
We'll be live for another 39 minutes.
Hiya. Actually, now we're going to be live for another hour and 39 minutes. We're going for a 2-hour podcast today.
Nah, don't allow me to do the more than 1 hour lives on this account for some reason.
Why?
Don't know. When I filmed episode 3 with Taylor, it kicked me off after an hour. Well, actually, no. You can't do an hour. The longest you can do is 58 minutes. That annoys me. It annoys me. Why the longest you can do is... Why is it 58 minutes? Why not go from 58 to an hour? That annoys me. That does.
Well, is it just with that account you can only do 58 minutes?
From the only account I'm able to do 4-hour lives on is my Darren Charters 24 Instagram account.
My Instagram account, I can do 10-hour lives.
What?
I have had Instagram since it came out. This is a hand-me-down account.
Yes.
And back when it first came out, there was a 10-hour limit to live streams.
Was there?
10 hours. And I don't think they forgot to update all the old accounts. My one's one of the rare ones that could do 10 hours. That's how 10 hours. Once I was doing a live, my phone was on.
I'm gonna get an Animal Crossing video out on my Desert Boy 81 channel later on today.
Your what?
My Desert Boy 81 YouTube channel.
Desert Boy?
Dezer.
You mean Tide Boy 420?
No.
Oh wait, no, that's not your YouTube channel. That's Jack Sucks at Life's channel.
I just thought of something. Why does he film the Jack Sucks at Life Reddit videos on Jack Sucks at Stuff?
Cause Jack sucks at everything. Jack sucks at Reddit.
Yeah, but why is it called the Jack Sucks at Life Reddit videos if he films it on Jack Sucks at Stuff?
Maybe because you can't be asked to film it on Jack Sucks at Life.
What channels has he got? He's got Jack
He's
Sucks
got the one with the longest username ever.
Yeah, and the shortest
He's
username
got
ever.
don't subscribe.
Which is the shortest username ever.
Yes, he has don't subscribe.
Jack Sucks at Life, Jack Sucks at Stuff, Jack Sucks at Pop-Up Pirate.
Jack Massey Welsh.
There's two Jack Massey Welshes. There was one he has now, and then he had one as a kid, but he
There's
doesn't
also
use it
Sam
no
Snuff
more.
with apricots.
Jack sucks at clips. Jack sucks at Pop-Up Pirate.
Jack sucks at shorts.
Yes.
Wait, is that actually a channel? Jack sucks at shorts.
Well, it's called Jack Sucks at Clips, but it's a shorts channel.
So we're just gonna count him as it. We're also just gonna count it as Jack sucks at shorts. Even though he's one YouTube Shorts and a YouTube Short.
And his TikTok, I think he's under Jack Sucks at TikTok on TikTok.
Jack sucks at TikTok. See, hypocrisy, lightning earphones. Your AirPods.
Wyatt is back at his house.
Huh?
Wyatt is back at his house, and now he's abandoning his parents again.
What?
Wyatt is back at his house.
No, I'm not. I'm on the street. Again.
Look at the clouds. They look weird.
I'm getting my head.
Lag.
There's high winds. I can't.
All I heard was get in my headphone. I couldn't hear you, just lagged.
Oh, I just.
I'm gonna be live for another half hour now. Well, just over half hour. Just over half hour. Been live for 26 minutes.
Yeah. Back out. Hello, Darren.
Hello.
Is that better?
Yo, what? We need to go back Big Side Tuesday and check out that thing again. See if they've got any new stuff.
What?
You know that, do you know that flipping truck that goes to the Big Slide on Tuesdays? And it has all the equipment.
Yeah, it's always here on Tuesdays. Today is Sunday.
So not tomorrow, but the next day. We go check it out.
You're gonna be back down. You're gonna be down here on Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm only staying here for dinner tonight. I'm not staying the night.
Okay, after when we go see the thing, can we kind of like go to mine to kind of complete Odyssey?
We've completed Odyssey.
No, we've got to the darker side. That's it. We haven't even finished the darker side.
You unlocked the darker side.
I unlocked it by myself.
I know we got the dark side.
Yeah, I have the dark side, not the darker side. I want to get the darker side of the moon.
Oh.
Remember, because there's the dark side and then there's the darker side.
Yeah.
And when I find out how to unlock that and fully complete the game, so I can get the Golden Odyssey. And then I'm gonna trash the Peach cutscene again. Except I'm gonna have the Gold Odyssey.
You know, Pauline.
Time to jump up in the air.
Pauline and her band, yeah, she performs that on the darker side. On the darker side.
Wait, she performs it?
Yeah.
I'm farming coins.
I have
I
come.
get the dark side.
Can I tell you something? It took me 7 hours to complete the darker side.
It's gonna take me 3 because I'm gonna be up all night.
7 effing hours. Right, I'm gonna be live for another 31 minutes.
31! We're just gonna start like another 2-minute live stream. Oh, did we get kicked off in 58 minutes? Innit?
Mm.
You won't believe where I am. Guess.
Are you on that bit of grass outside Macadie's house?
No, that has football goals.
You are in the middle of nowhere.
No.
You need a big slide.
Garages, big slide. Bingo. I'm just trying to quiz you on how well you know the area.
I saw you walk past my nan's already on Friday.
I'm coming.
I saw you walk past my nan's.
Oh, I waved at you. I waved at you. I was with Ellie. I waved at you.
What were you two walking by for? Where were you going?
We went shopping and we went back up to come to Big. Anyway, where do you think I'm coming now?
Bottom Park.
No. It's going the hill, turning, going down a hill.
I don't know.
It's near the surroundings are by where you are.
You're going shops.
No, close, but no.
Hey, live
Further
video.
up the hill.
No, I don't know. Just tell me.
Where are you?
Oh, you're coming. Are you actually coming to my nan's?
Yeah, I'm coming to see you. You're expecting why? Look, I'm going up the hill. Actually, why don't I do that when I can just do this? I'm coming up the hill that goes towards the shop. It's had a chooser. What's wrong?
It's too early for me to be going out.
You're not allowed in the back garden at nearly 11 o'clock in the morning.
I am, but cold. I don't want to go out.
I'll go back to park now.
I'll sort something out with my nan another time so you can come over.
Yeah, when do you think you're going to be out?
I'm not sure. If I don't come out today, I'll meet up with you tomorrow.
Go on, we'll try and complete your listen then.
Because I want to get to episode 50 of the Dream Team podcast before school starts again.
Well, then we're not going to be able to do 50.
If we film them every day, we probably will.
Wait, is this going to be like your class project? You're going to like show this to the class?
No.
I was going to say, if you did, that would be quite a feat. And we could still carry on doing the podcast, and we might actually get that. Aaron. Does he have a phone?
Yes.
Does he have WhatsApp?
I don't know. Because he has my phone number, but he has not messaged me.
Ask him if he has WhatsApp, because we do this little podcast thing when you're back in. We'll get him on as an over-the-phone special guest.
I want to try and get Gidget in one of the episodes.
Yeah, we need to get Nikita. We need to get Gidget on one of them.
Yes.
It was fun when she came over. It was nice seeing her.
Yeah.
You know?
When was the last time you'd seen her?
About 7 years ago.
Yeah, about that.
It was about the last time you saw her, I saw her.
I hadn't seen her for 5 months. She was down in March.
No, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
remember when there was that giant gap? On that day that you had, from when you last hadn't seen her, from the start of you haven't seen her, to when she last came.
But before March, I hadn't
That's
seen...
how long I didn't see her.
Yeah.
But before March,
I think she's coming down for my birthday.
yeah, she said she's going to try to get down for your birthday.
I mean, she's off work, so... Oh, I just accidentally turned the volume down, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Are you going to have a little celebration at yours?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Have a little celebration vacation. Invite a couple of friends. They'll come around. It's your birthday. Come see you.
I tell you, I know what I'm doing for my 18th birthday. I'm going to a concert.
Well, please tell me you'll let me come.
If you're alive, then I'll think about it.
If I'm alive, yeah, because I smoke. I'll probably smoke a pot into the concert. Now they'll be me rolling a spliff. Imagine that, there's just me standing up. There's something in the middle of the hands, like everybody's jumping with the hands in the air.
I tell you where I'd like to work.
Where?
The marketplace at the city centre.
What, market?
Yeah.
Tough crowd there, but yeah, that's a good... If you can get stable there, that's good.
I feel like I'd enjoy that job. I mean, I do have a job. I do have a job.
What job?
I collect glasses at my auntie's pub. And she pays me 20 quid.
Nice. When you open a business, I'll come down, see you, help you. I may only be 12, but I do know a lot about businesses thanks to my dad.
Yep. I'll make you come and work at the market with me.
I don't care if there's times where you can't pay me. Because I know you'll pay me back when you'll pay me the money when you can.
Yeah.
You know, like some people are like, yeah, we can't give you money. I know, fam. I need that money now. Because I know you're not going to give it me. I don't trust you. Don't know if you're going to give it me. You?
Are you mad,
I
fam?
can't give you the money right now. I can't give you the money right now. Cool. I trusted you. You know that.
After the podcast, do you want to play Minecraft?
I'm out. I'm going to have to go home anyway. My phone's on 30%.
Oh no, that's bad.
Yes, bad.
That's very bad.
It's an iPhone SE. It does die quickly. You know, I'm getting home put in a charge. We're most likely going to be FaceTiming playing Minecraft. And no, not WhatsApp. We're going to be doing the official FaceTime.
Yes.
We'll
have to do
access the during the games, the video chat games, FaceTime games. Do you remember how to access them?
What, Bunch?
Yes.
You have to download Bunch.
Oh yeah, Bunch is a separate thing. Shit.
I'm actually going to download that.
I don't remember the logins to my account.
It should be your phone number or your email.
I had a different phone number at the time, remember? I don't know what phone number I had when I had Punch. I've had so many.
I might be able to help you out with that.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not. But sure, try, danger, or death. Keep out. Western power distribution. In emergency, tell a random number. I'm going in. Oh, there's a padlock stopping me. No worries. It won't break.
What options?
You've had all of my phone numbers, I swear.
Yes, I have.
You've had one.
Well, I've only known you. I've only ever known you to have 3 phone numbers, but I have all 3 of them.
I don't know, like, you had my first number. You've had all of my numbers. You just forgot. You just deleted them and stuff. You've had them. I remember you having my very first number. The 07503 404 374.
Remember, don't forget I'm filming. You just leaked someone's phone number.
That's an old number. Nobody can call that number anymore. It's discontinued. It was an old O2 carrier number. O2 doesn't do carriers anymore.
Oh, I'm on.
Company. Old number, I don't mind giving it out. But I won't give out the one that's...
I'm on my
current
flipping
number.
second account.
I'm on my 15th. On the phone.
I'm on my second bunch account. I'm not on my main one.
Oh. I'm on my 15th phone.
Chloe's
I don't even know how
online.
that's possible to have 15. I've gone through 15 phones in the space of a year. But yeah.
I have not played Bunch since 2020.
Yeah. Me, you, and Henny played it, and me and you were both on iPads. But that's how you win the game. You just play on an iPad or connected to a TV. And a bigger screen. I want an Apple TV, just so I can cast my iPhone to my TV.
Why? Okay, Eddie has
That's
2
the
accounts.
only- Wait, Ellie has her account still?
No, she has 2 Bunch accounts. I'm friends with both of them.
Right, wait, are you friends with me on that second Bunch account?
No, I'm friends with you on my main one.
Get on the main one, try find me. 'Cause I think if I remember the username, I can get in.
I might know the phone number.
That's, high chance. High chance of no, because not even I remember the phone number. And
I
I'm
still
the
have-
owner of the account, Derek.
My Samsung as my iPhone. When you WhatsApp me.
I had 2 numbers at one time, guys, and yeah, and I used to communicate with Darren using either one at any time, and it was very confusing for him. And at 1 minute I would be texting you on one, but then I'd just swap out. Isn't it, Darren?
I tell you what used to annoy me.
What?
When you'd say, "Oh, don't ring me on this number anymore. Ring me on that number."
Don't ring me on this number now. Ring me on this number. And I'm only gonna do that is if I like lose my SIM, I'm gonna text from like my dad's phone. Don't ring me on that number anymore. Ring.
Alright, so this podcast is going to go on pause for a minute. Just log in back on just to make sure it don't automatically end, because if you stay off Instagram for too long, it will automatically end the live.
Yeah.
Alright.
Better.
Alright, I can't flip in.
Find my bunch number. It's fine. I'll make a new bunch account.
No, I
I'll
can't
just name it
figure out how to log into my one.
your main one.
No, my main one. Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Is that the same number you had when you made the bunch account?
Yes. I have had the same phone number since 2017.
Yeah, you have actually. So it's probably just a different password. Is it?
Probably. Anyway, hold on. I'm going to read out your number quick.
Unpause the live.
I just keep... There's like little weird cuts in between this podcast just because I keep going back on Instagram. Okay.
That's what it's supposed to be.
So... on.
You just sent me a text message. Hello, 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 hello.
Alive.
Talk to my mate.
Alright, I'm back. What? I have messaged you the number.
Thank you. I see. You sent me my number.
I just realised though, it will send... You might not be able to log... I just realised it will have to send you a verification code. You won't be able to log in. Unless, do you still have the SIM card for that number?
Sends a verification code, don't it?
Yeah. Do you still have the SIM card for that number? What happened to it? Oh wait, you lost it. It went missing, didn't it?
Wait, let me check the number. That one, yeah, I think that's still in a rose gold Samsung Galaxy S6 somewhere. I'll try it.
The S6, is that what you lost?
I lost an S6. The one that I bent.
What game's on here? Popular games, there's Flappy Bird, Hoops, Mars Dash Pool, Crazy Hands, Draw Party, Trivia, guess what?
To be honest, oh wow, this phone does support a bunch still. I didn't realise.
Minecraft ain't on Bunch no more.
Wait, what?
I don't think.
Can you still play
Never mind, it's on Bunch. I just...
Wait, what was Minecraft on Bunch anyway?
Oh, it just puts you into the normal Minecraft game if you've got it downloaded.
What happens if you don't? Oh wow, you can use your Snapchat.
Oh yeah, I accidentally deleted Minecraft off my iPhone and now it wants me to pay for it. So, you might have to fix that when I next see ya.
I can't, I don't remember. Oh, Minecraft? Yeah, I can do that.
Although at the same time, I'm not particularly fussed about it being on my iPhone.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm back on my Snapchat on my phone, Darren. How old are you? 12.
Don't listen to him, he is not 12, he is 56, he's not 12.
I'm 21.
No you're not, you're 56. I'm 21.
YS4V.
You know what, Louis Tomlinson from One Direction, when Louis from One Direction was 20, he looked about 14. And he was 20.
Oh.
So while it's S7 video paused, I'm only going to be live for probably about 10 more minutes now.
Okay, I have hit connect with contacts. No, I don't want to connect things.
Why have I received a message? Oh yeah, I know.
I'm inviting you. I've sent you an invite.
Yo, add me on. There's no link. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I'll resend it.
Don't worry, it's... Allow me now.
It's not finally. I'm going back to Bunch quickly. I'm in Bunch. Hey, I see you.
Is this you with the blue hair?
Yes, it's my Snapchat. How do you... I'm hitting join.
Yo.
Yo, is it like Snapchat? Is this owned by Snapchat?
I don't know.
Because it allowed me to use my Snapchat to create an account.
They're launching Bunch 2.0 in September.
A new app?
I don't know if it's an update or an app, but...
Let me see.
Right, for those of you who watch the podcast and don't listen to it, we shall demonstrate Flappy Bird on Bunch.
I like Flappy Bird.
Well, it's not called Flappy Bird, but it is technically Flappy Bird.
I have Echo.
Why? Because you're on WhatsApp and Bunch.
Yes, I died. I'm not good at Flappy Bird. I'm never good at Flappy Bird.
Well, we can play like Sonic Forces Speed Battle together and everything.
That too.
Ah, screw you, man. I've not played Meet Homer in ages, by the way.
Oh wow, me neither. If you guys don't know,
We mentioned
episode,
second
But-
episode.
but we found a way to re-download Meet Homer on Android. Oh wait, I can't play it on Android. I'll just have to find a way to get that phone fixed or get another Samsung Android phone.
Oh, for F's sake. Hey, yo, I should try and recreate Flappy Bird in Mario Maker.
I got 5.
Do you know where your Super Mario Maker is for Wii U?
I'll find it at some point.
Because I have lost mine.
Oh,
Oh.
I died.
Ha, I got 1, you got 0.
I don't know how you got 1.
Oh, this is fun.
It is. I got 8. Yeah? I'll be back, Darren.
Alright. I guess I'll win. Game over. I'm beating Wyatt. I'm beating you, Wyatt. Ah! Oh, for God's sake.
I'm back.
I wasn't playing without you. What? Shut.
My best is 8.
Right, the signal in my bedroom at my nan's house is clearly rubbish.
Yep.
Because it keeps disconnecting me from my live and reconnecting.
Shit.
Have you... Oh, F off.
Might as well just like end the live.
Not yet. It's not been an hour yet.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll let us go live for more than an hour. Alright, if it allows us to be live for more than an hour, we'll make a 2-hour podcast.
That'll be tonight.
Tonight. Oh, so flipping close.
You know, as I was doing that one-handed with a drink in my mouth, I got to 7. point where it's straight. Like, you just have to press once. What? You glitched.
Yeah. I did,
You
actually.
glitched.
I glitched because it flipping just killed me when I was tapping it, just fling me down to the ground.
By the way, I couldn't see you. I died and then I could see you.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, this game is about timing. You first see where one pipe is, then you see where the other one is.
And also, was this secretly made by Nintendo?
No, it weren't. The reason it got taken down was because of copyright infringement by Nintendo. Because in the original, if you went to the end of the game, you would just get killed by Mario. Fire Mario, actually. You'd come out of a pipe. I don't even know how to get to the end.
Oh! So flipping close, man.
I don't even know how to get to the end. What the fuck? I tapped. I kept tapping and I just died.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
No, because
Or 15 minutes. Well, it ended my live early for some reason, so I'm only going to be live for like 10, 15 minutes or something. Oh, F off.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Which does mean more editing to do. Great. This internet sucks. Nan, you need better internet. I've come to the conclusion that I suck at Flappy Bird. I've come to the conclusion that I suck at Flappy Bird.
So do I.
We need to get more people.
Then it would be hectic. But yeah. Do you have any more people, friends on Bunch?
Chloe.
Does she even still use it?
Yes, she's active now.
Hold on. Can I tap? If I can.
Oh, you can turn your camera off. Yo, I want to turn my camera off.
Disable camera now. Add her to the call. It's fine. It's fine. You can add it to the call.
Not quite yet. Maybe in a bit. I'm gonna message Oliver in a bit, see how he's doing.
Tell him best regards.
Yeah.
Tell him I said, are you good? I'm fine right now. Nah. Yeah, just tell him I said that you're alright. You got moved by the dog again.
Mhm.
No offense, but that dog needs to be put down.
Yeah.
It does. This is the sad truth about it. I was pressing the button looking at your character thinking, I was you. Darren, I thought I was you for a minute. Oh wow, 11, 12, 13. get to 20, you get to the end of the game.
If I don't look at my S9. Oh, that sucked. I'm getting too distracted, man. Only gonna be live for 6 more minutes.
Wait, Darren, leave it.
What?
Leave the thing. I want to see how. That's what we both need to do. We just don't press it.
Oh.
I'm just gonna kill myself.
Wait, you can... Right, you guys can't see anything if you're watching the podcast, but...
Anyway. Oh.
Yo, tonight, we need to boot up Switch Edition, because I
know, ow.
And build, I said, we need to boot up Switch Edition and build a studio. Do you know why?
Why?
We use Minecraft to film our podcasts.
Yeah, hold on. I just need to grab something.
We're only gonna be live for like 4 minutes, another 4 minutes.
Oh, hold on, Darren. I'm just putting a plaster on.
Why?
My foot hurts and the blood.
You just died straight away.
And I have put it. Oh wow, it's as well.
Or maybe not Switch Edition. I'd say, well, we need to build a studio in Minecraft and use it to do podcasts.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Well, I feel like it'll be easier for me to build it on Pocket Edition so I can screen record it.
Yeah.
And there'll be less editing.
Obviously, there'll still be like, first so will still be on the podcast.
And also, if we use Bedrock, we can make custom like avatars. So we make ourselves. We try and make characters that look like us. I already have made a character that's meant to look like me.
The character that looks like me is Alex.
My character wears a Sonic t-shirt.
You do realize I'm just gonna make like the fuck. I'm just gonna kill my goddamn character that TDM.
I'm sorry if you cannot see anything, but...
I do just scroll up like I'm watching YouTube shorts.
I'm only going to be live for 2 more minutes, so...
Oh.
Let's suck at Flappy Bird.
So do I. Just open YouTube.
We need to try and find the best rip-off Flappy Bird game there is. The game as closest to the original Flappy Bird we can get. Oh, you can't see nothing for a minute, but... Me and Wyatt are playing. We both suck. You know, I'll make it so you can see me. He's hung up on me. What? Unmute yourself. You're on mute. Never mind.
I'm not on. That was weird.
Anyway, prepare to say goodbye to the podcast because I'm getting ready to end it. I'm only going to be live for another 25 seconds.
Goodbye, guys.
Actually, you're logged into Instagram, aren't you? Oh.
I don't.
So I was going to say you can quickly join the live and say goodbye.
No, point out here. Point at your screen. At the camera at the screen. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.